Life jacket lockers can be found in the front of the first deck, the back of the second deck, and behind the pilot house in the third deck. Each life jacket locker will always be clearly marked and donning instructions are located just inside. Again, if you have any questions regarding any of this, please don't hesitate to ask any of the beautiful crew members. Also, if you have a medical emergency, please notify any of our staff as soon as possible so we can further assist you with that. And finally, it is 89 degrees outside. We have some sunshine and blue, some cloud cover. We're pretty wide open as far as sunshine goes, so it's a beautiful day for a boat ride. And I'm going to get things started off here. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the history of this area. So Pittsburgh can be summed up by just simply looking at the rivers. The rivers have always been and always will be this area's arteries and veins. It's bloodline, it's connection, I guess you could say, to a bunch of different things, including resources and transportation and, of course, people. And that's how this area got started. It was first settled by Native Americans who absolutely knew the advantages of this area as far as food and water were at their feet, which is, of course, two most important life-sustaining resources, and they also had a major mode of transportation.
The
Depression Indian War brought a lot of history come through this area, and a lot of that history is further shaped how...
अब यो सहरको वरिपरि घुराउँछ क्या हामी 1 घन्टामा यो कत्रो छ सिटी हैन यो तीनटा खोलाको वरिपरि छ नि त यो माने तीनटा खोलाले चाहिँ यो को बीचमा छ भन्नु न यो सिटी हैन यो हो तीनटा खोलाको वरिपरि घुराउँछ Hi बेटा Hi मैले सुइसाको भिडियो गरेको
was the blast furnace of the United States. At one point in time, this city produced 90% of the United States steel supply, a huge supply of steel alloys, iron, aluminum, brass, glass, electrical equipment, electrical components, and of course the high production and export of coal. And that's really where the city is today. Are no longer near the industrial powerhouse we once were. That time, today's cash crops are the medical field, higher education, and robotics. However, the city's culture is still storied into the industrial period. You'll see a lot of old buildings that were once connected to the industrial time, like refineries, factories, and warehouses. Those buildings are still up. However, they've been renovated and introduced as older buildings. So therefore, the people are
यहाँ राम्रो देखिरहेको छ नि शीशा छ
Thank you, Captain Andy. Now, the Big Benjamin Station Square was at one time a railroad station. It's now a hub of restaurants and boutiques. However, preserved,
Go ahead.
that stands for Pittsburgh and Railroad.
भित्र आउनु भित्र जाउँ
Regional Railroad Terminal.
के खाने हो नि खाजा
Truly spectacular. That's where the Grand Concourse
भित्र बस्ने हामी कि बाहिर बस्ने म त बाहिरै मजा आयो
बाहिरी मजा आयो नि धेरै पाइन्छ
In Pittsburgh, Old Bridge is also a historic landmark. The fact that it's the first bridge to investigate the first two bridges unfortunately went under some unfortunate events. One of the previous bridges wasted away, the other one was lost. Now the Great Fire in Pittsburgh started when a woman was doing her laundry over the open flame, as there was to do back then. But she stepped away for just a moment, and the wind was so strong that day. The fire was carried from house to house to house, and a third of Pittsburgh was burned to the ground in a single day, including one of those bridges. Then pulled away at the other
Pittsburgh Fountain भन्छ यसलाई
Further, we can get here in Pittsburgh. Now, we might not be quite as pretty as Chicago, but someday technically we might be close.
आमैले अघि झर्ना भन्नुहुँदैछ नि यो भरे आउनुपर्छ ल आमै त्यहाँ श्रीशाले त नआउँछ नि भने श्रीशाले भरे त्यहाँ सुरु गर्छ ल नआउँछ ल
Sorry guys, this is the sitting point for the Forks. This is where the Monongahela meets the Allegheny
अब उयसमा जाने छ
River to create the Ohio. Now the long stretch in Fairmont, West Virginia, it travels up about 130 miles to the city of Pittsburgh. It is one of the two rivers in the planet that actually flows from south to north. Real quick before that, there's also a pretty neat, well, some situations, pretty neat occurrence out here where you see the Monongahela and the Allegheny Rivers actually meeting. That's because the muddy waters of the Monongahela are pushing into the Allegheny today. So if you look behind us, it's kind of like a black and tan. That's pretty rare. It's definitely something to get a picture of.
होइन अब यहाँ
Then you have the Allegheny
दुई तिन वर्ष भयो 4 वर्ष
We're about to enter the Allegheny starts in Potter County, Pennsylvania, heads up to the New York State, first short stint, and comes south back into the city. Only the last 72 miles of this river are considered navigable, and that's because there are no more lock and dams right around East Brady, Pennsylvania, so the water depth goes back to extremely shallow of about 2.5 to 3.5 feet. These two rivers make up the mighty Ohio. The Ohio starts right there at the tip of the point and continues 981 miles all the way west southwest to Cairo, Illinois, where it then meets with the Mississippi River, our biggest inland river system here in our country. All three of these rivers do have Native American influences. They're all named by Native
वर्ग
Americans.
छैन
Ohio means beautiful waters, Allegheny means fair waters, and Monongahela roughly translates to deep sliding banks down these rivers.
Thank you, Captain Andy. Now, he talked about the three rivers, but you may or may not know, Pittsburgh actually has a fourth underground quote-unquote river. That's the Wisconsin Glacier water flow. It's an underground water table that feeds our North Shore communities their drinking water, and it's naturally purified because it goes through so many levels of sediment, gravel, and sand. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want you to get nervous that I have ignored the stadium that we passed so obviously on our left. I'm going to talk about that when we get even closer on the return trip, so just in case you are getting nervous. However, I do want to warn you that I'm going to be bouncing back and forth from the left and the right-hand side of the boat since there's so much to see going up this section of the river. I just want to warn you guys, and I will do my best to be clear. On your left as we go forward, take a look at that metallic circular structure on the lawn in front of Stage AE. That is our World War II memorial. We have several war memorials going up the Allegheny River. Just beside the World War II memorial where you see those yellow umbrellas, that's the Bettis Grill, owned, operated, and even patronized by Jerome Bettis, the bus himself. The next war memorial we'll talk about is also on your left in front of the Bakehart Pet Brands building. That brown bronze structure is the Vietnam Veterans War Memorial, and it's in the shape of an inverted lotus flower, which is for peace. Now, the bridge we're approaching is the Fort Duquesne Bridge. However, because of a rather silly incident that happened back in the 70s, locals called this the Bridge to Nowhere. That's because the bridge was built for that time, but it wasn't, so it dropped off nothing, and it's not that Now, everybody knew about this, but a college student driving his father's station wagon accidentally drove right off the end of this bridge. He landed upside down in shallow waters near left, amazingly unharmed. However, his embarrassing moment got so much press in Pittsburgh that DJs on their morning radio show made a contest out of it. There were bumper stickers made here in Pittsburgh that said, "I survived the Great Bridge Leak." Now, my favorite part of this story is that that's the middle of the city. So the company
आमेको एउटा श्लोक भनिदिइहाल्नु नि त ल
they built this
आमेको एउटा श्लोक भनिदिइहाल्नु
national wall.
घाँटी त भइहाल्छ नि
चम्मुखमा सोही चम्मुखमा सोही मै किन घाँटी दुखेर हुँदै हुँदैन तो खाना लाग्नु
This bridge is the Rachel Carson Bridge.
कलीमा नारीहरू छन् जति छोरादी जति देउताहरू छ थिए पूर्वका राज्य पालथे ता गाना बधान दिए होइन ओ म धेरै भन्छु कि
घरमा अहिले गर्ला
महाभारतको नि भन्छु सात खण्डको नि भन्छु म सबै भन्छु कि तर मेरो आज घाँटी दुखिरहेछ
अब त्यही घाम कस्तो छ नि आमा हुन् नि त हो आमा भनेको अब खानी हुन् मायाको यसरी गरेको भिडियो नि त हामी सबै कुरा हुन्छ नि त भिडियोमा चाहिँ मेमोरी छ नि त
धेरै कुरा हुन्छ भिडियोमा कति कुरा हुन्छ
तपाईँ मरेर गए पनि तपाईँको यो अमर हुन्छ म मरेर गए पनि मेरो अमर हुन्छ
अमर हुन्छ नि त अमर हुन्छ
Ladies and gentlemen, I am rejoining you at Heinz Field, home of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like it or not, we are now
Honey, sweetie.
Nani? Daddy, mana?
Hi, sweetheart.
Daddy, भन्देऊ न Daddy भन्देऊ नानु
I hope everybody was able to get some good pictures. As I said, that's by far the best opportunity for a picture on the tour, and arguably the best view of Pittsburgh, period.